You are about to become what all men should fear.
All right, so once we have all the footage and the scenes recorded and collected, we then edit those scenes together, usually in After Effects, and add special effects on top as and when required.
Editing will be done after we've rendered most of the scenes. We'll start to edit it and see how shots work together. It's at that point that we start thinking about music and sound effects.
What matters most is that the experience was emergent, unscripted, because in the sandbox, all player actions, no matter how subtle or bold, always have an impact.
The music is done by these two guys, Adam and Powell, from gamesxsound.com, and they've actually done the music for quite a few of the recent trailers, including Dominion and Empyrean Age as well, I think.
The cycle of life and death was supposed to end with us.
Yeah, recently we've been doing the sound effects in a studio in Atlanta, and that's normally like 2 or 3 days worth of sound design.
Is there any fun like Foley stuff that people could?
In the Tyrannus trailer there's actually a slinky.
You're kidding?
No. Some of the laser noises are a slinky.
Target down. They let a second silo. Enemy support bridging in.
No, we are pretty efficient at what we do, but the challenge is always to make something better than we did last time. And I think we've been doing increasingly good trailers. They're getting better and better and visually more impressive. So there was always that that thing in the back of your mind, telling you to try something new and not to rest on your laurels and try do the same thing over and over again. It's a challenge, but a fun challenge.
I'm not in position.
Very good. Start your siege cycle.
Copy. Engaging.
As a day job, it's pretty amazing. It can be frustrating making these trailers at times. Jessica isn't the easiest program to use, and it wasn't built specifically for making Eve videos. When you watch a scene in an Eve trailer, if it's over 10 seconds long, then chances are it took weeks to put together. But it's also very rewarding when we get that final product.
My favourite project so far at CCP has probably been the Tyrannus trailer, mostly because we had the production workflows really nailed down, so we could just focus on making stuff look cool.
Reach heights that were once unimaginable.
There are some common myths about Eve trailers. One, for instance, is that we record everything at 10 times resolution and then shrink it down to get a much improved picture. We actually record the scenes at just a slightly bigger resolution than the final result, so we have some wiggle room in editing, but what you see is what you get.
When it comes to actually animating the stuff, Jessica uses the same textures, models, effects, everything that you get in the game client. So most of what you see in a Eve trailer these days is exactly the same as what you get in the game client. Obviously we have the advantage of being able to place everything in exactly the right position, put the sunlight in the right direction, ships exploding exactly at the right time, the planets in the right area. Everything's laid out to look as good as it could be, but all the assets are exactly the same as what you get in game.
All the heroes and villains vanquished within cry out at once.
Not realistic, that comes up often as well, but I think most people understand that these are cinematic trailers. So sure, a fleet battle occurs within 3 minutes because that's the time we have, but the gameplay we try to convey is completely viable. And if you turn off the UI, zoom into your ship, fly about an Eve fleet battle in an interceptor, I think you'll understand.
Will be furious.
What we try to portray in the trailers is almost the emotions that you're going through as a player when you play. I mean, I remember as a player, when I was in a fleet battle, I generally flew around zoomed in. I'd die all the time, but you get some really good footage that way. If you are zoomed in, a lot of the stuff you'll see in-game is what you'll see in the trailer as well.
In Eve, the choices you make shape the outcome of events.
Trailers are important for a lot of reasons. One is that when you're marketing an expansion to both existing players and new players, the trailer becomes almost the #1 source of information. The number of players who read every post on the forums or every news article on gaming sites is fairly low compared to the number who actually play the game. So for a lot of people, the trailer is the first look at some of the new features coming. It's also a great tool for players to explain to their friends and family what EVE Online actually is. The trailers are also very cinematic, and the players really respond to that, and it gets them excited to play the game when they look at the trailers and think, that could be me, I could be doing that.
Take down that command ship first. Roger, engaging. Marston, line to the outpost at speed. Talon will call your primary.
So for aspiring video makers, all I can say is carry on creating EVE movies. We read the forums all the time and watch a lot of the videos that get posted. Most of the video producers at CCP today are ex-players who caught the eye of CCP after making EVE videos. And even today we get in contact with a lot of players who post their videos, so just keep making awesome stuff.
Командир, только что появился большой флот. Вас заметили? Нет. Хорошо. Флот Дракон, можете заходить.
Прыгаем. Есть главная цель?
Ждите всех. Теперь